large and intimidating we have their zygodactyl toes. I have the Betty queuing over there. Zygodactyl toes. What does that mean? He's showing off today. 2 toes point up, 2 toes point down. How about because they're holding onto their perches gives them an excellent grip. It even allows them to use their feet while they're eating. Now what you'll notice is when a piece of food is too large, they will actually hold it in their foot. And then what that allows them to do is to take smaller bites out of it in order to be able to take those bites and swallow those pieces back whole. Now parrots, believe it or not, do have a left and right-footedness, and quite often they are left-footed as opposed to right-footed like most humans are. Now we're talking about that beak. That large beak is so strong. It is hinged on the top and the bottom. Unlike ours, we can only move our bottom jaw. Makes it very powerful, very strong, allows them to open some of their favorite treats. Fever is off to work today. Her job she has in our presentation. She is opening one of our nuts. Parrots eat a lot of seeds and nuts. They eat a lot of fruit. They eat some flowers and leaves. And when they do need extra protein, typically during the breeding season, you'll see them snacking on insects as well. Now that beak does have another purpose. It's almost like a third foot. They live in the dense canopies of the rainforest, maneuvering their way through, using their beak to help them climb and conserve energy instead of flying everywhere. It does make them quite acrobatic by nature, as you can see with our youngsters here doing a couple of flips for us. Now a beautiful sight would be seeing a bird as beautiful as a macaw flying in the wild. They're topping speeds at about 50 to 60 kilometers per hour. As fast as we drive through the towns and cities that we live in, and there's no steering wheel on board, so how are they going to do that? That great big long beautiful tail you're seeing on a macaw helps counterbalance their flight. It helps steer it as they shift it from side to side, and when they fan it out nice and wide, it means they're putting on the brakes for a nice, safe landing. Well, I do believe that these three have done a great job showcasing our key features.
Maybe the smallest individual out here, but you don't want to underestimate him. His intelligence can be compared to that of a 5-year-old human child. Chimney parrots are avid learners throughout their lifetime and have been known to learn to close to 1,500 words. But Reggie is a pretty simple guy. He likes to say just this next one most of the time. There you go. You can hear that quiet little robotic voice of his. Now, unfortunately, Chimney parrot wild numbers are falling due to illegal pet trapping for the global pet trade. To tackle this, we have some organizations working with government bodies in order to stop poachers in their tracks. They're going to provide extra care facilities for any rescued individuals, and they're going to provide awareness and education to local communities so they can stop those poachers in their tracks, which is pretty cool. I don't know about you, Reggie. You have anything else you want to say today? He's thinking about it. He's got a yes. Okay, what do you want to say? There we go, and a little goodbye from Reggie.
Umbrella cockatoo. Her name is Petey. Cockatoos are found on the other side of the world in Australia, Indonesia, and the surrounding islands. And the great thing about them is makes them a little bit different. Getting ahead of herself. Petey here has a crest on the top of her head. Would you guys like to see that again?
Yes.
All up to you. Big round of applause. Please, girl. Can we dance for them again? I already got it. All right. As you can tell, they're quite the characters. Cockatoos are lovely, wonderful. They do as well have the ability to speak just like all parrots, but Petey here has a sweet, sugary little voice. Give him your hello.
Hello. Wow.
Now, very adorable, very wonderful, charismatic, but a cockatoo can also scream its head off. They have one of the loudest calls in the parrot world. They can scream at about 135 decibels. Quite intimidating. So they are also a pest species in their native habitat. They love to eat and feed on grain, decimating farmers' fields and even getting a little destructive on family homes as well. So their bad reputation, however, is not the full story. They are very important to their ecosystem. Eating seeds means they're passing them along, spreading those seeds around, and growing the forest along quite nicely, allowing for a healthier environment. So I do think Petey has done an excellent job. Let's give her one more big round of applause when you say go. On our own agenda today, are you going to be dancing one more time for us? All right, well, she's done a great job out here.